Hey guys, it's Brendan again. Today I'm going to talk about keyword research, which is really one of the most important things that you'll ever learn because keyword research, if you do it wrong, you really pay for it in the long run. I mean, you can literally spend months and months and months working on a keyword that's never going to budge because the competition's way too strong to even consider making a move on, and at the same time, you could also be spending that time moving towards a keyword that's never going to even pay for anything because there's no commercial intent or people aren't willing to buy anything when they search for that keyword. So it's really, really, really important that you pick a keyword that you can win, that you can actually show up higher in the search engines than other websites by optimizing properly in a relatively short period of time. You don't want to spend years working after a keyword. You want most people, anyways, they want results in a reasonable amount of time. And today, that's what we're going to try and do. And I'm personally an advocate of the Google AdWords keyword tool. Now, there are other options out there, and I know that there are people, a lot of other marketers are really fond of paid tools such as like Market Samurai and Micro Niche Finder and SE Scout, and they got a bunch of them out there. Personally, I don't really see the attraction as much. Most of those software tools I find, anyways, are scraping the data from the Google AdWords keyword tool. So, really, they're going direct from the source of Google AdWords, and the Google AdWords keyword tool is completely free. I mean, I've heard the argument that the other tools are faster, or maybe they just feel better to people. For whatever reason, I seem to have the most success using Google AdWords, so it's kind of the way I've chosen to go about it, and it's free too. So I mean, you can test it out, try all this stuff without spending anything, which is kind of cool. So the first thing I do is come to Google AdWords keyword tool and switch over to exact. It'll by default be on the broad setting, which is not the best setting because it can show you a ridiculously high monthly searches for the broad result, but really it's including every single keyword that is close to or related to the keyword you're looking for. So it's not very accurate. If you search for something like six pack abs, it's going to come up with millions upon millions upon millions of searches for any keyword that's close to six pack abs just because they're all related, regardless of whether that keyword gets searched that often, if that makes sense. The exact is the way to go because it's telling you more or less, approximately, anyways, exactly how many searches the particular keyword that you're going for is worth. So, for this example, I'm going to go to the fitness niche. It's just a huge, massive niche. If I wanted to find keywords for fitness, this is how I'd go about it. I personally do it a little bit different than most marketers, but I would first say pick a say like a section maybe like six pack abs or something like that. And what I do, which is a little bit different, I mean, most people will put the keywords in straight into the Google AdWords keyword tool and then search for related type keywords. Um, I don't think that this is as effective because usually when you do this kind of thing, you get like ridiculously high searches up here, and I don't know. I think that most people, the reason why it's less effective is because most people do it this way, and because of that, most people go after the exact same keywords, which makes these keywords ultra, ultra, ultra competitive. And it kind of gives some hidden nuggets and gems that most people don't search for left untouched, which is why I do this. I type six pack abs into the Google search engine, and then I try and find a website that's dedicated itself to six pack abs or keywords similar to six pack abs. So, say for example, this website, I want six pack abs. This website must get a ton of traffic because it's ranked number 3 for the keyword six pack abs, which is crazy competitive. So this guy's doing pretty well for himself, for sure. And the website's got a ton of keywords that are similar to six pack abs. So what I do is I copy the URL of the home page, or the page that comes up in the Google search result, and I go over to my trusty Google AdWords keyword tool and I put it in the website column. And when I do that, I get a nice list of all the keywords that are relevant to this website, which is significant because these websites don't necessarily have to be the most common keywords that everyone goes afterwards. They can be a little bit more obscure, and you can find nice little gems there that don't exist in the main database for main fitness keywords. So I go through here and I kind of skip up the top because these ones probably not going to get anytime soon or ever. So I kind of like to get a little bit more reasonable and stuff that I can win. And then I take a look at, the other thing I take a look at is cost per click. I don't want keywords that have a 13-cent cost per click. Because generally if I have a website that I'm monetizing with AdSense, or I'm trying to sell something on, keywords with low cost per click indicate a kind of traffic that's not really willing to buy anything. And if they're not really willing to buy anything, then there's not too much significance for them being on my website. I mean, you will get the occasional person that's looking to buy something, but it's just a lot more rare. And in the case of AdSense, you'll get a click, but it'll be worth pennies, and you would rather get dollars per click or something reasonable, mind you. I don't mind the 80 cents or anything because at least there's a little bit of commercial intent there. So what I do is I take a look around these keywords. I find ones that could be good. And I mean, you're not really at the stage yet where you know what keywords are going to be good. You're only sort of guessing what could be good, and you'll need to explore deeper in later levels. So I'd take a couple of these and you just click on them and it opens up a new window for you to examine later. So medicine ball exercises could be good. We'll take a look at that. Resistant band exercises could be good. You could almost pick through anything. I just don't like to do the general like fitness trainer type webs or keywords and stuff. They seem like they'd be too competitive. You kind of want something more, so you're giving the visitor exactly what they're looking for. Like this one looks like it'll probably be good. $1.68 cost per click, which is really good. Or not really good, but decent. And stability ball exercise is definitely very specific. Let's try and pick one more maybe. I don't know if I like that. I'm going to go to the next page here. This one might be good. Here, we'll go with that one. $1.15 cost per click. Okay, so now we have, don't need that one. We have 4 keywords that could potentially be good, but this could really go on forever because I didn't really find, I found 4 potentially good keywords in this data set, but there's so many other fitness keywords that could be out there. So I mean, it could be continuous forever really, because I mean you can continue to get new websites like celebrity workouts and diets from one of this on the list of one of the keywords that we wanted. So it's would have keywords that are related to one of the keywords that we're after, which is what we want. So I can even take this website, the whole URL, or even just the home page, and pop it back into the Google AdWords keyword tool and see what kind of keywords it comes up with. Wow, these look definitely more competitive. Something specific. I don't know. What do you guys think, eh? 18,000. Like these would be a little tough. How to lose 10 pounds. That might be kind of interesting.